so much stuff, but the last couple of years it's getting really hard to pick that it's you.
Good.
Yeah, I just want to, so that's really good. How do you make a new voice kind of thing? What do you find an inspiration for it and then just drill it for like a month to get it down, or what goes into it? And do you get frustrated if you come up with one and there's not an opportunity to bring it out, you haven't been able to do it yet?
Well, there's no time for any of that. I mean, honestly, it's exactly the same now as it's always been, and I have to rely on what the character requires. And so when I walk into the studio, they'll give me some basic instructions and I have to just dive right in, whether it's comfortable for me or not. And so there's no preparation, you know, for on-camera roles or for theater roles. Sometimes you'll have months or weeks or months to develop a character. We just don't have that luxury. We have to do it on the spot.
Would you like that?
Pardon me?
Would you like that?
Oh, I love that, yeah. That's the best part of the whole job for me, because because I'm not classically trained, I don't know how to develop a character like that. I have to work as organically as I possibly can. And I love the spontaneity of it. A lot of times they don't even have the scripts finished, and so we're improvising. We're just coming up with stuff on the spot. And I'll walk into a studio thinking I'm going to do a Norwegian accent, and they change it to Australian, and all of a sudden I have to change like that. And for me, I love that.
It really works. So yeah, keep it up, whatever you do.
Pardon me?
Keep it up, whatever you do.
Well, thank you very much. I love doing it. Okay, come on, bring on the hard questions. Here we go.
Have you ever met any of your counterparts, like other actors from Japan which have done like Spike Spiegel's voice, or any other characters from video games from other countries?
Yeah, we very rarely have the opportunity to do that. I think they're, you know, we're segregated because they don't trust us. No, it's not like that at all. Once in a while at conventions, we'll get to meet them. I haven't met the guy who did the voice of Spike, but once in a while we'll do that. What's even more off-putting is when I meet the guy who did the voice just before I take it over. That's really weird and very uncomfortable sometimes. But yeah, we don't really get a chance to meet everybody like that. And LA is such a huge area too, that I've been working opposite people for 15, 20 years and never worked in the same booth with them. We record at different times and everybody's off to different directions. So yeah, they kind of keep us in our own little bubble. Hey, who's next? Come on now, there we go. Don't be afraid.
How many voices do you usually have to go through until like the director's like happy with it? And has there ever been any like time when you're recording how the director's going, no, not that, and it's taken ages to get like the voice that he wants?
It's different for everyone. Most of the time we have to be able to lock in pretty quickly. Otherwise they'll choose another actor. And even if we're hired for a specific role, once you get into the booth, the director might have a vision of how they want to change it up. And so if I'm not doing it right, there's another actor standing right next to me who might do it better. And they might just give him that role and give me something else. And that's when you have to be able to drop the ego and just, you know, let it go and do whatever they ask of you. But usually you have to be able to do it pretty quickly. There are a few exceptions where we'll work with the voice for a while until we get it exactly right. This new Star Wars Rebels thing, for instance, that I'm playing a character called Zeb, and he's a new species to the Star Wars universe. And so they wanted to make sure that they had the right voice for that. And so we tried 5 or 6 different things until we locked into exactly what they wanted. But that process, we've only got a set amount of time to do that, and there are other actors involved. And so time is money. They've got to make their decisions quickly, or they find a new director. So it's kind of a ruthless business that way. There's no time to waste.
Cool, thank you.
Thank you.